Welcome to Kidmissing TV. I'm your host, Angelina Wilson. First of all, I am so sorry that my intro for my other channel ended up the intro for the last two videos. I'm such a dummy. This video is very special. This video talks about the unidentified victims left in the wake of Hurricane Camille. There is no poster because there were no reconstructions, very little to go on for me as a researcher in terms of pictures and stuff. Let me just give you a little primer on Camille, spelled C-A-M-I-L-L-E. She moved northeast through central Kentucky and eastward extreme southern West Virginia and southern Virginia. When she reached Kentucky, Tennessee, and Ohio, she encountered large masses of moisture-laden air and became active again. In other words, she strengthened, which sucks. Late Tuesday, August 19th, 1969, she produced torrential rainfall that caused flash floods and landslides across the eastern slopes of the Blue Ridge Mountains and record flooding in Virginia's James River watershed. The heavy rains began at 7 p.m. on August 19th and continued without a decrease in intensity for the next 8 hours. By 10 p.m., a band of rain and thunderstorms, some 40 to 50 miles wide, extended in a general east-west position from the vicinity of White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, to Fredericksburg, Virginia. Around midnight, the low-pressure center intensified as it moved eastward into Virginia along a tract south of Roanoke and Lynchburg. Rainfall to the north and east of the low-pressure center increased rapidly along the western slopes of the Blue Ridge Mountains, with more than 10 inches accumulating at Clifton Forge, Virginia. And it just continued like this. It was the worst natural disaster to hit southern Virginia. And you need to know, that area, Blue Ridge Mountains, that's like, and I'm not trying to make fun of anybody or make any offense, but that's Beverly Hillbillies country. You know, these people don't have money. You know, you're talking about in the Kentucky hollers and West Virginia and in that part of Virginia. Like I said, it's Beverly Hillbillies country. They don't have money. When I say that, I'm not saying they're dumb or that they're hicks or anything like that. I'm saying they don't have money. It's a very poor area. As of September 8th, the state had counted 107 dead, 102 injured, the majority of which were in Nelson County, Virginia. Of the 313 houses destroyed, 250 were located in Nelson County. Of the 415 houses suffering major damage, again, 225 were in Nelson County. Of the 153 people dead or missing in Virginia, 126 were residents of, guess what? Nelson County. Just about wiped Nelson County off the map. A little more than 1% of the county's population. 54 people were killed along a 4-mile stretch of Davis Creek and Huffman's Hollow. Like I said, hollows. Communications, roads, was all destroyed in many counties. Only one highway in Virginia was even intact. 133 bridges were destroyed or damaged. 25 miles of primary and 175 miles of secondary roads were, in their words, obliterated. Damage total was $19 million. Well, a lot more today. And the unidentified victims that they have added to Name Us and they have added to the Doe Network, which is where I found them, are as follows. A 6 to 8-year-old female, a 10 to 12-year-old female, a 12 to 14-year-old male, a 15 to 19-year-old male, a 35 to 40-year-old female, an approximately 50-year-old male, a 40 to 60-year-old female, and a 70 to 75-year-old female. Okay. Some speculate that this might be a family, but most people on the case think that the two little girls are probably related. You know, based on their ages, where they were found, and I'm guessing they have other reasons for that, but these are the ones that unidentified. I don't know if they have any DNA evidence. They certainly didn't give any descriptions. And somebody asked that no one reported anyone missing. No school teacher said, gee, Polly didn't come to school today, or whatever, you know? Four of the 8 shared similar features and had the same stomach contents. So it looks like 4 of them are probably related. They clearly had dinner together and they looked alike. DNA should shed some light on that, and that may be why they weren't reported missing, because Mom and Dad died with them. There was nobody to report them missing. Goodness. Somebody said, is it possible even that other family members have been identified? They just don't realize it. They didn't have DNA in 1969. In Hurricane Katrina, NCMEC, National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, sprung into action, getting pictures of unidentified children who either showed up unaccompanied at shelters, or I guess I'm assuming that were dead. And it says their faces are recognizable, yet we have no drawings, which does not okay, 3 young females have a memorial every year, so they know exactly where they're buried. And a lot of people are saying, why didn't they piece together who came back after the storm and who didn't? It was absolutely devastating. Devastating. A lot of people probably moved or ended up homeless for a very, very long time and wouldn't have had any way to bury a relative anyway, in the midst of trying to rebuild their lives. Someone said there's a book about Camille called Roar of the Heavens. This particular Redditor recommends the book, and it goes into a legend or an urban legend, they're not 100% sure, of people in an apartment having a hurricane party an apartment building, and the apartment building got completely wiped off the map. So, and it goes into the flooding in Virginia, and I'm gonna have to find that book. I will leave a link in the description. They have given nicknames to the 3 oldest Jane Does: Hope, Charity, and Faith. Somebody said that area attracted a lot of vagrants who came to puck apples. I think the word was supposed to be pick. Little typographical error there. But the word shouldn't be vagrants. They're migrants. Vagrancy is a different thing. So I want to correct that. It says vagrants, it should say migrants. Migrant farm workers. And I don't know if that's true or not, or was true at the time, but that's what someone said. So, I don't have a phone number. I do know they would like to get DNA, so please pray for that. I don't know which organization is doing it. I don't know if it's the Doe Project or from the other one. No, Doe Project, I believe, is Northrum, and then DNA Solves is another one. But anyway, there's like 3 of them now out there doing it. There's the one CC Moore works for, which was the first one. There's Northrum, and there's another one. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, I believe one of them is going to try to get DNA. If they're cremains, that could be an issue. I mean, it can be done, but it takes a lot more work and a lot more money. So, thank you. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I find this very sad, not only because there were people of all ages, really, but because I know these people weren't uber rich with houses with reinforcement and all that jazz. They lived in hollows. They were poor farmers, coal miners, those type of working people, working poor, you know? And so, yeah. So I find that even more sad. I also find it sad, and I have 2 of them this month, when you have a doe that was hit by a car, like I have 2 of this month, or I've had ones that died of natural causes, and no one claims them. You're not in any danger. You know, the saddest ones to me, though, are the does that ended their own lives and nobody can follow it. Gee, you wonder why they ended their life? No, it's just my commentary. But God bless you. I will see you next time right here on Kidmissing TV. Please subscribe if you are new and hit that bell. And check out my other channels. Subscribe there and hit that bell. Because we're trying to get to 200 over there and 500 over here by August 4th. Bye, guys. God bless you.